Hey guys, welcome back to Para.university. We're going to continue C++. Today we're going to go more into some functions with cin and cout. I already have my include IO stream. I'm using namespace standard. I already have my body made. Of course, I'm using VS Code today, but something like programs, C++ compiler, just Google and look for that, or look at my first C++ video. Programs is a great way to get started if you don't have a coding environment like VS Code and you're just trying to get a quick start. That's what I would highly recommend. All right, so last time we talked about what a variable is and what the different data types are. So today we're going to talk about how do we get some information from a user and kind of just make our own. So let's start out with an integer called x. And this time we're not going to give it any kind of value. We're going to have an integer called y. But the question is, what are they going to be? This time we're going to make it interactive. So we're going to introduce cin. C, well, because we're using C, well, C++, and then N, we're going to get something from a user. So Cin and Cout, you point to the out. This time Cin, you point to whatever it is you're trying to collect. So we're going to Cin X, we'll Cin Y, and now we're going to create int sum equals X plus Y, and we'll Cout sum. Control save, compile it, execute it, pull this up. Okay, so nothing is there right now because it's waiting for us to input a value for x. So let's put in 3, enter. Let's put in 88, enter. Out comes 91. So what happened was it prompted me to enter a value for x, cin, and then it wanted a value for y, 88, and then of course sum took those values that became stored in int x and int y, respectively, and summed them together. 3 plus 88 is 91. So the int sum stored the value of 91. Cout called sum and output its value down here at 91. And of course, we can make this a little bit more user-friendly, if you will. So let's go above this cnx. Let's do cout. We're going to put in a string, double quotes, enter x value, and del. All right. Then cin for x will be called. Then we'll cout enter y value and L, and then the cin for y will be called, and that prompt will come up. And then int sum equals x plus y, we'll take those values and add them together. Instead of just having cout sum, let's do this. Let's cout x plus y equals, separate it, sum and L. There we go. It's going to be a little easier on the eyes. Compile, execute. All right, enter x value. Let's make it 6. Enter y value, 11. Hopefully we get 17. X plus y equals 17. And now it's much more reader friendly. But instead of doing some basic math, let's say you want to do your name. Let's get rid of all this. Let's do string first name, string last name, cout, enter your first name, and del. First name will be prompted. We'll cin first name, cout, enter your last name, and then we'll cin your last name. And I can already see I made an error right here. Remember when you do cin, so don't do what I just did. Cin points to whatever it is you're taking in. Cout points it out. Points it out the door. Now we're going to do cout, your full name, colon, give it a little space. We'll do first name, make a space, last name, indel, control save, compile it. What'd I forget? I forgot a semicolon somewhere. Yep, sure did. Control save again. And apparently I forgot to change the arrows up here as well. Delete that. There we go. And apparently I put something unnecessary there. I don't need that indel. That just makes things complicated, and boy, that just caused a bunch of errors to come up. No big deal. Just start at the very, very top. Anytime you get some crazy mess like this, just go to the very beginning of wherever it is. Wow, it did a lot. That's a doozy. Oh, here we go. Here's the very beginning. CN first name, and it's pointing to the arrows and indel. I didn't like that, so I just went up here, got rid of the indel after CN first name because it didn't need to be there. And all this is just going to be ignored. Make sure I control saved it. Compile it. Yep, there we go. Run it. Enter your first name. We'll do para. Enter your last name. University. Hope I spelled that right. Your full name, para.university. You can put in your name, fake name, Bobby Dice, whatever you want to put in there. And that's the very basics of CN and cout. But now for the downfall of CN. Let's say we want to just take in CN, your name. Let's get rid of this. We're going to have string whole name. And just to make life a little easier, I'm just kind of going to start typing again. Cout, enter your whole name, indel, oops, CN, whole name, so that's going to request the user to enter their entire name, cout, your whole name, variable whole name. And there we go, control save. And we're about to see a flaw of CN. Compile it, run it, enter your whole name. All right, let's do, why not, I like the name Bobby Dice, it's a funny name. Your whole name, Bobby. Well, where did Dice go? And that's the issue with CN. As soon as CN encounters any kind of white space, it automatically will stop reading right there and kick off everything from that white space onward, and you're only left with the first set of characters in that string. So we're doing something that takes in a little bit more. We're going to use this thing called getline. So we're going to replace this line with getline. We're going to CN something. What are we going to CN? We're going to CN whole name. Control save. Let's compile it. Let's run it. Enter your whole name. Bobby Dice. Your whole name, Bobby Dice. And that's the beauty of getline. You also have to be careful because if you use it to get a number and you put white spaces before that number, it's going to throw it off. So getline also has its dangers, but it's much better for collecting a large string with spaces because it's actually going to keep it all together. All right, that's the very basics of CN and getline. They do have some flaws. There's a whole thing on error handling, which is for another time, not today. This is just the very basic fundamentals. Thanks for sticking with us. Hope you learned something, and have a great day.